Welcome to Toy Business Unboxed, your gateway to the secrets of the toy industry. Here, Jason Shea, a toy entrepreneur and expert in the field.
Every product we develop is really inspired by some of the real life experience that we have with our son.
60% of all toys last year were sold on Amazon, which is incredible.
Be passionate about it because it's a road, it's a journey.
Like when you have an idea that you think is like gonna somewhat like change the world, make things better, I'd say go for it.
We'll guide you through the enchanting world of toy design, marketing, and manufacturing. Now let the unboxing begin.
Hello, welcome back to another episode of Toy Business Unboxed. I'm your host, Jason Shea. Today, I'm thrilled to have Jerry, founder of Brainfit Games and a former NBA basketball player. Jerry's entrepreneurial spirit ignited in high school, and his journey has led him from professional basketball to creating his own board game company. He will share his story, the inspiration behind tip-top basketball, and how Brainfit Games is making wave in the toy industry. We'll dive into the challenge of scaling a business, the importance of both physical and cognitive development in gaming, and also exciting potential future collaboration that Jerry is currently working on. Thank you so much for being on the show today, Jerry.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Can you first tell the audience a little bit more about your background and what inspired you to start the Brainfit game that you currently have, the business?
Yeah, a little bit about me. First, my name is Jerry Dupree, born in Los Angeles, California, raised a little bit in Riverside, California, where I went to high school. Started playing basketball at 15 years old, was 5'9", became 6'7". Whoa, I don't know, a lot of inches over here summer. I don't know how many total, but I know I was 5 foot my freshman year.
What were you eating? I want to be taller myself.
Potatoes. We hold fire. Y'all did the bakery. So now 6'7", grew to be 6'7", then fell in love with the game of basketball.
Yeah.
So basketball became something, my first passion, my first love.
Yes.
Almost my first entrepreneur experience, if you think about it, because basketball brought me to a lot of places. I've been to 60 different countries, played overseas, got to go to college, played in the NBA a little bit, and one mixtape tour, those things. So basketball was my first.
What team were you on when you were in NBA? Were you at the Lakers?
Real. I had the opportunity to play preseason with the Los Angeles Lakers in 2004, 2005. Yeah, when Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant had that beef, and Shaquille O'Neal got traded to Miami Heat. So I came in with those guys with Brian grad. Yeah. So I was able to be with them about a few months, training camp, preseason, was able to work out with Kobe and putting me under his wing and teaching me the game and things like that. So it was a great experience. Unfortunately, the team was so deep with a lot of great players that it just wasn't a fit for me. So I had the opportunity to go play with the Harlem Globetrotters after that. One is when I really discovered the business of basketball and played a mixtape tour game, which is called the Amateur Mixtape Tour, which we would go and to different cities like Houston or New York, and we'd find some of the best street ball players, and we'd compete against them, like the rivalry game. M1 versus New York, or M1 versus Chicago, or M1 versus Los Angeles.
Is that also like a tournament? Or how does that work?
Yeah, it was a TV show. Actually, we had to deal with ESPN, Old Spice, Flip, Boots Mobile. Yeah. So that's when I started learning the business side of it. I had an opportunity, a scholarship to go to USC. So I got a full scholarship to go to USC. But the crazy thing about it, like I was saying, I started playing basketball at 15. I graduated at 17. I was at USC at 19. Whoa. So in that small time frame of me developing my game, I understood that this was a business of take care of your body, have good grades, business of listen to your coach and going to practice, right? These are the same practices that you have to practice in the business world. I didn't understand that until recently, till 40s, in my 40s now, 42 years old. I didn't understand the things that I was learning in my development, getting to this point, me developing my own basketball board games, my own companies, being a boss or being the founder or creator, whatever you want to call it. I think it's all the same, right? We all creators. You're a CEO and you might not create a product, but you're creating solution.
Yes.
If you're a product creator, you're creating different products for solutions or problems that you might, need. Or it might just be something like I created, a board game. Like, it's really not solving problems, but I'm coming to find out it's solving a lot of problems. Unbeknown to me, from educational aspect to the physical aspect to learning aspect. So this is my package. It's called Tip Off Basketball, the board game. So this is my board game, right? This is a board. So I have a one here for you. It's a pretty big board game. It's actually a 20 by 20 board where you can shoot physical shots on mini basketball hoops that I developed, where you actually shoot physical shots, the hoop.
How did your experience as a professional basketball player influence the creation of the current booking that you have, which is Tip Off
Basketball? Simple. The love of the sport, loving the game of basketball, but also I have a love-hate relationship with basketball right now. Unfortunately, I got injured 5 times, had 5 knee surgeries. So basketball was taken away from me early on in my early 20s. That's when I knew my coach, John Smith. He taught me a long time ago. He gave me a piece of paper with a quote on it. And the quote said, "Don't let basketball use you. Use basketball for what you want in life." And that always stuck with me. Once I got injured, basketball was, I want to stay away from it. I don't want to watch it. I can't play it. I'm bitter with the game. Yeah. But the game was always coming back to me. Are you coaching? You want to coach? Can you train my kid? Can you help us get overseas? Do you have any information? So every day it was always basketball. And I was running away from it, but it was chasing me. So fast forward to the pandemic. My son, I have a 10-year-old son now, but 4 years ago, he was 6 years old, and he was starting to get into basketball. But the pandemic hit, and he lives in San Diego. I live in Orange County. So he lived with his mother. Yeah. And at the time, it was a lockdown, which we couldn't travel. I couldn't go see him or visit him because of the COVID-19. Didn't want him to get sick. I didn't want to get sick. It was just that thing. So I was trying to find a way, how can I communicate and teach him the game of basketball? Because he couldn't go outside to play, go to the park. And it was just like, showing him videos is one thing, talking about it was another. I really wanted him to get in tune. So this light bulb popped into my head. And I was sitting on a video call just like this with them talking to him. And I was like, what do you want to do? Let's play a game. We're going to have nothing to play. So I'm going to create a game. He said, no, you're not. I said, watch me. I said, I'll call you back, son. Give me 1 hour. Whoa. 1 hour. I got a piece of paper, literally. Yeah. Cut it up, taped it on the board, and thought about the first game came to my mind was Monopoly. Because it was a very simple game. Grab the dice, shake the dice, throw the dice, count what the number of the dice say, 4, 5, 6, and the board, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The board tells you what's happening. Do you want to buy this? Do you want to sell this? Do you want to do this? Railroad this, right? So that was my basic steps of it. So I was like, oh, I'm going to do a Monopoly style, but I'm going to turn it into a basketball game where now you have to use mini courts to shoot physical shots in the hoop. But also let me incorporate the dice aspect of it, right? Where now, where you go, this is a piece. I broke my board down in pieces just for research. On the board, you go around and the board tells you what to do. So like we have things on here like technical foul, that's the ball, three-pointer, one-on-one, block shots, players' problems. I wanted to think more. I didn't want the kids just to sit there and just throw dice and shoot little balls in the loop, right? So another light bulb hit me. Oh, let's incorporate some kind of physical activity. Let's make them get up and move. This was my company is called Brainfit Games. Every game that we created, Brainfit Games, LLC, is going to have some kind of physical activity or physical component to it where you get up and move. So I thought about it. So I created which I call players cards. There are 50 cards, 25 to each player. I have things like sports question, what team did Kobe Bryant score 81 points on? Well, if you're a basketball fan and you love the Lakers of Kobe, it was the Toronto Raptors. But the light bulb came on again. Yeah, kids that don't know the history of basketball or Kobe Bryant because they're younger, how do they find out? Guess what? Everyone carries around what in their pocket? A cell phone.
Yeah, of course.
Everyone carries around a cell phone. So for them to answer this question, what they have to do, go and research it.
Oh, okay.
Now it's research, look up and research. So now they're researching the history of the game. That it inquires them to research maybe more later on. They might want to know more questions, right? Mm-hmm. So that was just one aspect. Then I came up with another one, which is called physical activity, right?
Mm-hmm.
For 5 points. So this one is 20 sit-ups in 15 seconds. 15 seconds, 5 points. So the object of the game in total is first player to win scores 21 points win.
One.
So the game is 21 points to win. First player, right? So get 5 points for 20 sit-ups in 15 seconds. Now, if you're able and capable of doing it, it's a good challenge for you to say, oh, let me knock these out. And you can win or lose that way. And that was the thing that I was questioning. Like, do I even want that? Because eventually I want to turn this game into a tournament and have like prizes. Yeah, so I'll talk to you about a little bit later on. But just in terms of that, this was just ideas of adding more elements to the game. And once I started putting it together, then I had to figure out how to manufacture it. Google's your best friend. Google YouTube's your best friend. I'm YouTube, Google University.
What challenge do you face when you are transitioning from being a professional like sports athlete to being an entrepreneur?
I would say for me personally, the biggest challenge, because my network is so huge, but it's that network where you don't see people for months, but it's still, oh, we have that connection. Well, I haven't seen you in months, but we still have that friendship. It's like that. But I find out a couple things about this. Everyone I know wants something for free. This is not a nonprofit. This is a profit. I have a 501c3 where they could donate and do things in that nature. But this is a for-profit business. And I've noticed that when you have a big relationships with a lot of people, especially in the sports world, we're spoiled in the sports world a little bit. We get things for free a lot. From food, money, cars, clothing, toys, whatever. We get spoiled. So that's been my hardest thing, is trying to really market my game to my network, because the first thing they ask is, I have to pay for this, I have to create this, I'm selling this, I'll give you a discount. But I think that's been my biggest thing. And really my second, I think, is just really learning the business. I'm coming from a sports background, or no one really looks like me, dressed like me, and come from a sports background that's actually doing what I'm doing right now. I don't know not one person that's actually in the toy industry or board gaming industry that's actually used to play professional basketball, play basketball at any level, right? Any level. Not too many that look like me. So when I'm doing my research and doing my R&D, research development, I'm seeing a lot of faces that don't look like me, right? That's not an issue for me. The biggest issue is that people don't believe that I'm actually doing this myself. Yes, they believe. They maybe think that I'm working for someone. Maybe I'm just trying to sell a product. Every aspect, from the design part to set up the website, to the trademarks, to the LLCs, to my Instagrams, to my LinkedIn's, I've done everything by myself. So now I'm at a turning point where I need to elevate, so to speak. I need to now bring on business minds, better business minds. People have been reaching out to me because of the game and idea. And I get a lot of people tell me too that this is bigger than me, like it's bigger than me, which I understand it might be bigger than me. You know that.
What do you think?
Well, when you go home,
you can go home.
And that's my basketball motto. You play basketball to eventually make it to college and make it to the NBA. And eventually make a lot of money. That's the goal. If anyone in basketball say that's not their goal, they're lying. That's the major goal, is make it to the NBA. If you're not NBA quality, you want to at least get an education, college education. So I was able to do that in a 4 or 5 year span. So I believe taking that mentality and that attitude and put that into this company now, because I'm only on year 1.5 or 2, maybe.
Yeah.
Really only 6 months in selling world. Selling on my own website and going to
different ball game as I talked to
no
you.
different ball game. It's like a whole different business. So I'm learning sales. I'm learning marketing, development. Also, the most important thing is really the networking, convincing people. I have to do a lot of convincing, I see, but it's okay. I'm a strong believer. I'm a believer. Like, I'm not from St. Louis, but I'm a believer in that motto, the show me state. I don't like to talk. I like to show people. I'm just getting out and networking and getting to these different conventions and networking events like what you're doing. I see you everywhere. I'm like, wow, how does he have to Well, that's the things I need to do. I'm an introvert, so that's another issue too. I'm a Virgo, so I'm an introvert. I stick to myself a lot, not on purpose, just because I have so many ideas and so many things I want to develop. I do a lot of things in terms of creativeness. Tip-off basketball is, I think, my ultimate creation that God planted in my brain and say, here, I'm going to give you this jewel, but I'm not going to make it easy for you. I'm going to make the road a little bit bumpy, but I'm going to introduce you to people, and people are going to give you knowledge, and they're going to give you the credentials or the tools that you need to get to the finish line. So that's where I'm at right now, just trying to figure out, navigate the toy world, navigate the sales and marketing right now, because the development is done. I want to do a version 2, but right now we're on version 1 right now. Version 2 is on the makes, but right now it's really just getting it out to the market, talking to different people.
When we talk, you have something even bigger than the board game. I don't know if you're comfortable to share that.
Yeah, I'm comfortable. I'm an open book.
Okay.
I'm open book. Messages you want to ask, I'm comfortable.
Do you have that figure? Because that's amazing. When you show me the prototype of because now it's not just a booking, it's also a collectible. People collect different things. I would like to have a Laker, I have a Boston, I have different teams and different things and different players.
I love that. Yes, that is the ultimate goal. So the ultimate goal is tip-off basketball, the board game, licensing deal with NBA, NCAA. It could be Disney. It could be Warner Brothers. It could be any character. Why? Because I created this concept of where the player pieces and the basketball players, right? So the first initial one this is the first one that comes in the standard players box. It's just a regular basketball player. But I have them. So what the game is, you can play up to 10 players. So I have these in different colors. But my idea was like, I wanted to do something much bigger and better than this. This is too simple for my mind. So I was walking around and I was looking for different things, and I ran across this product, and I was like, this is perfect. So I want to go from the wood pieces to the actual years.
That one?
Incredible. Yes. I did not develop this. This is not my idea. This is not my IP. But when I saw this was perfect, this one replaced this one. It gives the game a much more dynamic. It also helps with the licensing deal. So say the NBA blessed me with a licensing deal and I got a Milwaukee Bucks licensing deal. Guess what? Now I can have a Giannis figurine that is actually linkable, editable, and
NBA Championship Edition. Let's just say 2024 NBA Champion, which is Boston.
Yes, Championship Edition. The ultimate goal is really Staples Center, Los Angeles downtown, having tip-off basketball one-on-one for $25,000. All the lights on 2 players playing the board game in the middle of Staples Center. Sponsored by Nike, Gatorade, whoever it may be. That's it. That's the ultimate goal, is really getting these bigger companies and develop these scholarship programs, community outreach programs with the board game. So my whole goal is to have a tournament, say, for a small tournament, 16 players. We pick a city or a state, and we get sponsors like Nike, I don't know, Gatorade, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, right? They can either sponsor product, they can either sponsor or scholarship money. So we can have one player win a grand championship, grand prize of $25,000, or we could break it down with 25 players and everyone gets $1,000. But it's all in the competition of the board game, right? So now we have the competition aspect. We have the community reach aspect, because now we go to these different communities and have competitions and scholarships, and these big companies can come in and show their community reach to these smaller communities. Like a Pepsi. Imagine a Coca-Cola come to, I don't know, a small community, and they set up a tournament where they're giving away scholarships for the youth or product for whoever in the community.
Because that's what I'm trying to do with my business and with my foundation, other work. I want to make an impact. It's beyond than just making money. Everyone can make money, but there's not people money when we all die. Nothing. Though we can leave a legacy that live beyond us. And I believe you will leave a legacy that's beyond and bigger than you. And because I like the way you think, you and me is really alike. We are both visionary. We like to see the big picture. What can we create that's so big, we can really literally change the world? Like my mission is empower, support, and educate kids so they can live a life full of possibilities, regardless where they live on planet Earth. That's right.
Exactly, because I'm a strong believer that I want this game to go international. I want this concept to go from California all the way to Japan. I've been to Japan. I've been to China. I've been to South America. I've been to Dubai. I've even been to North Korea. Can you believe that? I've been to North Korea. Yes. I was one of the guys that went to North Korea with Dennis Rodman.
That's amazing.
Now imagine Kim Jong-un playing my board. Oh, that's my day, right? What's on? Yes, have our mind. Dennis Rodman sitting here, Kim Jong-un playing, and they playing the board and going back and forth.
Hopefully he doesn't have the nuclear button on it.
Dennis, I need to win to be able to make it back in America. And Kim Jong-un, like, you lose, you stay here forever or whatever. That's like the idea of the competition. And also, the beautiful thing about it, like we go back to the sports questions or the physical activity cards.
Yeah.
It's not just them sitting there. So when we get to these real tournaments and we're able to get Subway or Gatorade to sponsor us, we're able to up the ante a little bit. It might not be 10 push-ups. It might be 50 push-ups. Because we have different age brackets, right?
Whoa.
Wouldn't it be cool to see a 7-year-old play against a 40-year-old?
True.
They're going back and forth with the game. Yeah. Because only part that the 40-year-old can really achieve more than the 7-year-old or 9-year-old is the physical activity part.
Yeah, that's true.
It's all random too. So if you and I play this board game, I'm not guaranteed to say that just because I created the game, I will beat you.
Yeah.
You can lose points. You can win points. It's all about how the dice roll. So that's the whole concept of it. Is basically roll the dice, go around the board. The board tells you how to play. The first person to 21 points wins.
Yeah.
You lose points, you can earn points.
And what
earn
you
points,
want
right?
to also dive into, because last time when we spoke, you say very different than a lot of the other toy entrepreneur I met. Is you like to like go and meet people in person, like a lot. Example, can we talk about how you bring a game to like tournament and have people play at the basketball tournament with your board game as well?
Yes. Oh, that's the best part about this now. Now, I'm going to piggyback what I said a little bit. Remember I said I was an introvert. I don't know if I really is. I'm more of an introvert when I'm alone. Like when I'm alone, I don't want to be bothered. I just want to create and do things.
That's true.
Well, I noticed once I asked to get in public, I'm like the life of the party. I'm glad you brought that up. So the whole goal was to flood the market, basketball market, internationally and domestically with tip-ball basketball. And what I mean by that is I believe that tip-ball basketball belongs in every household, every gym, every team, every college, every pro team, anything that relates with basketball. If you're a basketball lover, basketball enthusiast, a basketball fanatic, or just a casual basketball, I'll watch sometime fan, you need this game. Mm-hmm. So I've been doing a lot of Facebooking and Instagramming. So I've been catching a little bit of leverage. Not huge, but it's word of mouth. So people, tournament directors been reaching out to me to come to their events now on Saturdays.
Yeah.
So these events are maybe 30 to 50 basketball teams with 10 players, 12 players each, all AAU from the ages of maybe 7-year-old to 14. Yeah. They come to like different places and like here, I'm in California, Orange County. So they come to Orange County. They come to a gym like called Ladera. They come for a Saturday and Sunday. There are 50 teams that's playing in that tournament. Now they have families, moms, dads, aunties, cousins, whoever want to come watch them play. So we have this warehouse where We have thousands of people just walking around, watching basketball, courts, people playing. So the directors was thinking like, because a lot of kids, they might have a game at 8 o'clock, then their next game is not till 12 or 1 o'clock. They're not going home. They're just sitting around. Now they're sitting on their phone all day.
Yeah.
They told me the idea was come, bring the game, set it up, and we're going to have the kids play the game. First event I went to, I was like, okay, we'll see. Let's go. Because I have this big 10 by 10 is orange, big bright orange. It's tip-off basketball, or everything is very like bright and orange, and it stands out. Set it up. It went crazy. It was hundreds of people standing in the line waiting to play the game. It was so chaotic. It was only me and my buddy. It was to the point like I was getting overwhelmed. I started seeing how people were playing, how people were reacting. What is this? This is a cool idea. But once they start playing it, their eyes just light up, their faces light up. You see the competitors. We got moms, dads, grandparents, all competing against each other, and I sit there and I just do this. I just film them. So I have so much footage of me going to different AAU events. I just recently went to Beverly Hills Middle School where their STEM class invited me down there, and also this program called Breakthrough Sports. Yeah, so one of my good friends, Steve Hodges, he's the owner of Breakthrough Sports. He invited me down to Beverly Hills Middle School where I presented the game to maybe 50 kids. The beautiful thing about it, I wanted to step away from it. So set the game down and step away from it and see if they can put it together, see if they know how to start the game, see if they know how to play it. And I was just watching the kids like, this group right here, they're younger, but they're organized. They putting it together. They're working together. The little girl, she was maybe 7, 8 years old, teaching people how to play the game. I was like, oh, wow. No, you're playing the teacher guys yet. Which they call it. So I noticed that the game is not hard. It's a simple game to catch, because that's why I use Monopoly as an example. But I noticed going to these different tournaments now, I'm at a tournament every week now. The big goal is make it from east to west to east, from California to Florida, going to these different states, different tournaments, and setting up and present the game.
Can you also share with us exactly like exciting partnership or even licensing opportunity that you're currently exploring? How's that going?
That's actually fun though. I have a few relationships in the NBA world. One of my agents, he has a lot of NBA champions on his roster. So I'm in talks with him right now. He's real busy right now because, NBA draft was yesterday and the day before. So probably next week we'll be talking more. But I'm talking to him about the NBA licensing deal, like I mentioned earlier. So the biggest thing is I want it. I need it. I'm going to get it. The NBA licensing. I want to create Laker boards. I want to create Clipper boards, Dallas Maverick boards, Miami Heat boards. Whatever your favorite team, I want to have a board for you. Whatever your favorite collegiate team, your college team, mine's go Trojans. I want to have a board for you. That's the thing I want to do. So that's kind of like the next thing. But also the bigger pictures, I really wanted to go retail. I want to get into Targets. I want to get into Walmarts. I want to walk in the store and see.
How is Amazon going since last time?
I haven't tried Amazon yet. I've been talking to you about that. Right now, I haven't started Amazon just yet. Everything right now is direct to consumer out of my own personal business website. That's something I'll probably talk to you about because I know you're the expert about that. Because I wanted to build a lot of leverage right now, organic leverage. I'm in the basketball world, and it's a basketball game, and I believe once the organic eyes start seeing it, I don't think I would need too much real marketing in terms of paying for ads and stuff, because once the basketball world catch flight, it's like the spread, it's like wildfires. Because this has never been done before. There's never been a basketball game, there's a board basketball game ever created like this. I think I'm the only first one. So I think it's so new to everyone. No one still understands it until it's actually in their face. That's why I notice by going to these different events that people will walk past the table and they look like, oh, that's so cool. What is this? And I'll say, come sit down, play me. I know you created the game. You're going to beat. Oh, actually, I probably lost more than anybody I've known playing this game. My son beats me. My nieces beat me. The kids at the camps beat me. I'm like, how is this possible? I'm really trying to win and trying to distract them. So that's the beautiful thing about this game. And that's why I think it's going to work in the tournament aspect, because we can bring on big sponsors. We could give the community back so much, even product, scholarships, whatever it may be. I don't care. I just want to make it happen. I want to see it happen. I want to see a Pepsi, a Nike, someone come and sponsor tip-off basketball, Brainfit Games, and we give away tools.
So if you need an exclusive distributor for Japan, I can be your distributor with Japan.
Osaka, yes, I definitely. I also have a couple of buddies in Osaka out there, Tokyo. Yeah, definitely. That's the next move. Internationally, I have a lot of friends that's even playing ball internationally right now or live internationally. I have one of my best friends live in Australia. We're working on, and he has a big basketball program out there. So we're working on getting the board games out there to the indigenous people in the rural countries and things like that. Basketball is not accessible to everyone everywhere in the world. Everyone doesn't have a basketball court, or even basketball, or even shoes. If I'm able to provide a source, a lot of U.S. players just go to Taiwan and make a lot of money, like Taiwan, Puerto Rico, Philippines. But my whole idea with the board game is really like, to these third world countries, different small countries that have the board game. That way, basketball is always on their mind. They might not able to play all the time or even watch it. They might not have access to a phone or TV or cable or games. Yeah. But if they have this board game, access to basketball all day, every day, year round, right?
Provision.
Think about basketball. If you're a basketball fan or you someone that loves basketball deeply in your heart, and you might live in a country or a situation where basketball is not visible to you all the time, where they would have this game. Now you have many things that you can play on. You can always think about basketball, create your own games, you bring community together. So that's very big on community.
I also have a lot of like personal connection with basketball because I shared with you before, my wife used to be a professional basketball player.
He told me that. That's so cool. I gotta get her a game. Well, matter of fact, they're gonna be in my area. Come pick up a game. Okay. And if you're again, for sure. Yes, you're definitely getting.
The final question I always ask every single guest on the podcast is, if you had to share just one piece of advice with someone that's getting started in the toy industry, what would that be?
I am that person. One piece of advice for someone that's getting started, I would say, I think the best advice would find someone that's smarter than you. What I mean by that is, I'm going to speak for myself. I consider myself a pretty smart guy. Mm-hmm. I consider myself knowing that we live in a modern technology area, and if I need information, all I got to do is what? Google it. Pick up my phone. So that's how I developed it. I don't know. I'm 50-50 with it. I'm 50 with it in terms of learning yourself, learning how to develop a game, research a game, manufacture it, create it, tool it, sample it. I'm big on learning that by yourself with no help. Okay. Then get to a point where you've done all that. You got to a point where now you want to plateau up a little bit higher, but that step was a little steeper. Now you might need a rope. You don't have any rope. Now Jason has a rope. Jason, can you come bring your rope so we both can get up now, right? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Start slowly including people that have different knowledge or are better at certain things. Like you might be better at marketing than me. I might be better at creating than you. I don't know. I'm just hypothetical.
You look like ass every day out in basketball.
At 42, I'm kicking a lot of ass right now. You know, I still could do it, but I'm saving myself for my son. I want to dunk on him when he gets a little older. I want to show him that. Damn, he's pretty good. So that's the thing. I say, just believe in yourself. Try to do everything you possibly for free first, for free. I don't believe in paying everybody for a market. I don't believe so. I have a big issue with marketers. Sorry, marketers. I come from a world where I guess they similar in that world that they want to get paid before the work is done or started. I never understood that. Like, how do I pay you before you even prove to me that you even worthy of me paying you, or you can even help me or my company? How do I pay you these hundreds of thousands of dollars and you have no track record with me? I always be like, marketers should maybe show first. Mm-hmm. Make one sale first. See if you're even able of making a sale. Then guess what? With me, you can have that sale. Keep that. That's all for you. Now let's go sell more. And then figure your money. Let's work now. That's what I believe. But I believe at the end of the day, try to learn as much as possible, research, develop relationships with great business minds. And it's enough room for everyone. I say like in the music game, it's enough room for every single rapper, artist in the game. And we're all going to be different. We're all going to sound different. Tomorrow's not promised. So I live by that every single, I tell my son this, son, what do you want to do? Wait tomorrow. No. Tomorrow is not promised. I'm not going to wait till tomorrow to do anything unless I physically have to. Yeah. If I could do anything to benefit my business or my mind or me being as a better person, I'm doing it right now. As soon as I get off this podcast with you, I'm not waiting tomorrow because I could go outside and get hit by a damn truck tomorrow. God forbid, right? God forbid. It can happen. I think about that things. I want to get this done fast, the most efficient, effective way, and get it going. That way I can start and get some other stuff going and get a portfolio of toys out into the world.
Laker version ready. I'm ready to buy one.
I already have my USC Trojans one already.
Okay.
Yeah, this is my alma mater, USC. I already cut. They contacted me. I customized them one already. So I got these are actually their boards. So those are USC boards, not tip-off, USC that I customized. Yeah. So I actually customized it with, and I actually do it myself.
Oh, wow. You customized it yourself. Whoa.
I told you, I do everything myself, everything. So this is basically my adhesive that I put on the board. Because my board comes with my tip-off basketball design.
Thank you so much for being on the podcast. Where can people find you?
You can find Tip-Off Basketball, the board game, on IG, Facebook, Twitter, which is X now, LinkedIn. Also, our website is www.brainfitgames.com. Once again, our website is www.brainfitgames.com. We put a game right now. It's $40 on the website. Got all the information on the website. I got the tournament information about our first initial tournament. Grand prize, I think $500 to $5,000. So if you want to sign up, check that out. Everything's on the website. If you have any questions, you can contact me through my website or Instagram or Facebook, or contact me, Jerry Dupree.
Sounds good. Thank you so much again for joining us on the podcast.
Yeah, no, thank you for having me. Like I said, I can talk about this all day, as you can tell. So I'm excited. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for me. I think this is going to be cool. This is not going to be the first time we're going to work. I have some cool ideas in my mind for us to work outside of this. So it's going to be a great venture. And before 2025, thank you for having me. And God bless you on your ventures and your family. And it was a pleasure meeting you. We've been talking for a while now, and you're a cool guy. I love what you're doing, really. Keep up the good work, Jason, really. You're doing something cool. When I saw what you were doing, and I saw you created the toy line, I was like, I got to get in contact somehow. So I'm glad God made it happen. It's done. We're here now. Let's work. And thank you.
You've been listening to Toy Business Unboxed, hosted by Jason Shea. Thank you for joining us in exploring the fascinating world of toys and the ingenuity behind them. To stay updated with the latest episodes and continue your journey into the toy business, remember to subscribe and follow us. If you found today's episode insightful, please leave a rating and review and share this podcast with others who share your passion for toys. Until next time, stay curious and keep innovating.